y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naya, and if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button because you don't want to miss any more content I have on the way. And I'm on the road to 1K, so you gotta help your girl out here. So before we get to this reunion, I just want to say thank you to all my voice actors and actresses. You guys are so bomb. Like, y'all killed it. And I appreciate all the hard work you have done, and I cannot wait to continue working with y'all. Also, shout out to my subscribers because y'all was showing so much love and support, and I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Couldn't have done this without all of you guys. And I'm excited for all the content I have on the way because it's gonna be an interesting season too. So y'all definitely gotta tune in for that. If you haven't already, check out the season 2 full cast video. As there are new faces in the mix, so you know drama is gonna be stirring up the pot in there. And the season 2 trailer will be on the way soon, so keep an eye out for that so you don't miss it. And so, yeah, without further ado, I think it's about time we get to this reunion.
Hi, my name is Pixxelrella. I voice for Faith. My favorite scene is when Faith confronted Erika during the hospital when Sierra had her accident. I really loved the fact that just Faith went in on her and just told her about herself. And then my least favorite moment was the betrayal of Erika towards her friends. I feel like for Faith and Sierra, I know she betrayed Sierra the most, but I feel like she also betrayed Faith as well, especially when she left her by herself at the party. Like, you don't do that. You don't leave your girl by yourself when you go to a party. Even though she was having a good time, but you still don't leave your girl behind.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Sean, and I play Trey in All or Nothing. So, my favorite moment so far has got to be when we busted up in the warehouse and let Maverick and them know what's up. Yeah, they know how we get down now. definitely got to be my favorite part. Least favorite part? Probably when my boy Dre got shot up in the club and we couldn't do nothing about it. Yeah, that had to suck. That sucked for my boy. But hey, I'm glad he lived, and we got our get back. That's all that mattered. But another thing I didn't like, messing with married women. Like, come on, bro. Come on, Trey. But hey, I guess that's part of one of my next questions, so I'm gonna leave that there.
So for me, I would say that just seeing how Erika treated Sierra when she, the betrayal. That was that was my least favorite. And my favorite moment, I will say, would be when I seen that Jonathan wasn't budging as far as like cheating on Sierra. That was my favorite part because I think that in a lot of stories and a lot of plays and different things, they show typically that the guy would cheat. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to finally see a guy being faithful. Mm-hmm. So I would say that was my favorite part.
So I'm going to be a little biased here. As far as my favorite moment of the show, I would say there was a scene between Jonathan and his wife, and they had their argument in the kitchen. The first argument, not the one for the season finale, but the first argument, some episodes back. And I really liked that scene. That was like my favorite scene in the show, just because they just seemed to be a lot of passion. They just kind of felt a lot of very real in terms of the emotions that were expressed in the dispute between the characters, and I really liked it. That was my favorite scene. I just liked it for that that reason. A lot of authenticity there, in my opinion, and how that scene was carried out, as well as your choice, your selections, and how. I mean, I don't know anything about Sims, to be honest with you, so I don't know how that works. But your selection and I guess where the camera angles were, and show the expressions of the characters, I think that was well done as well. So that was my favorite scene. As far as least favorite, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one and definitely get back to you on that. But nothing comes to mind as far as having a least favorite scene in the entire series.
Hey there, I'm Lady Rhias. I voiced Janae. Playing her character was a total blast, even though it pushed me way out of my comfort zone with all the swearing and the intense scenes. You know what scenes? You know what? You watch the series, okay? You know what scene I'm talking about. But I was determined to do her justice, and I really hope I did. One thing I absolutely love about the series was how it kept me at the edge of my seat the whole time. I never knew what was coming next, and that suspense was just so addictive. Plus, another thing is I love the way the show played with my emotion. It was spot on, okay? I mean, we can all agree that Erika is a disgusting pig, okay? We can all agree. And I love how we can all be united in our dislike of her.
So coming into the story a little late, I don't know too much about all the other characters, but so far what I got from Trey, I'm going to say one thing I really liked about him is the fact that, no matter what, he's going to ride for his people. That man's definitely going to ride for his people, and, that makes him a really good leader. But on the other hand, like, I get how he feels for Sierra, but come on, bro. There's more fish in the sea. Like, come on. Come on, man. Leave the married women alone. That's all I got to say. Leave them alone.
I can relate to some extent to Faith's character when it comes to, her bad choices in, relationships and also with Sierra, as well with her friendships and stuff like that with Erika. In some ways, I can relate to those two characters.
Honestly, I couldn't relate to Jenny's character at all. She was a bit too wild for me, especially with her crazy decision, like attempting to leave a stable relationship for someone probably mixed up in gangs activities. I don't know. That was very crazy to me. Despite that, though, I did enjoy voicing her. She was a blast. She was kind of crazy. Not as crazy as Erika, but she's also up there. I love the story so much. It flows so well together. The characters are well written.
I can relate to the character I played a tiny bit because when I was younger, like in my school years, like high school, middle school, I was that type of girl. I did sometimes be that mean girl. Mm-hmm. Of course, not to the extreme that what Erika did, mm-hmm. But there was moments where I, just didn't have much compassion or empathy for my friends, how they felt on certain things, just being selfish. Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful that I grew out of that and I'm a changed person. Mm-hmm. But I will say that I see how I can relate to Erika just being selfish, only thinking about yourself and what you want for yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's about it.
I can relate a little bit to Jonathan. I can say that there's some similarities there, in regards to, how he feels about his wife and his relationship and how much that's important to him. And I will say, why is this characters? The name is escaping me right now. Yeah, and Dre as well too. I think I could say I have some, real life similarities with him. Just kind of being a bit more on the laid back side, and he kind of struck me as a very confident character, and what he wants, he goes for it. So I resonate with that a bit in that character as well. Well, those are the two, Jonathan and Dre.
Yeah, so I would say, of course, for me, it was really sad that my character, like, the character she played, that was very, she was pretty evil. So, and I do think that she got what she deserved. Mm-hmm. I do believe that. And I think it was a well thought out character, and I think that happens a lot in real life. There are people like that out here. So it was nice to see it, shown that way. And hopefully people that watch it, they can learn what not to do and stuff like that, learn something from this. How you supposed to treat your friends, and don't mess with other people's men, and don't wish for other people's stuff and what they have, all those types of things, because it'll all come back to you. Karma does not play.
I definitely disagree with Erika's actions. She definitely doesn't know the meaning of girl code. Definitely does not. She definitely crossed some lines. I don't agree with how she went about things. And with Sierra, I definitely don't agree with the choice that she made when she hopped in the car and she went to go confront Erika, and she put herself and her babies in that situation. I feel like if she would have listened to her husband and to Faith, her baby would be here right now. But hey, there's just choices that you make in life.
Yeah, so again, coming into the story late, I can't really say 100% for sure yet. I like my character and how he is. Like, Trey's a really good character for the story. I like how he is. I'm really more excited about how this story is gonna unfold. So I can't wait to see how that goes.
I will say, as it pertains to the Jonathan character, I think that, I don't disagree with how the story was written, how it played out, but in terms of like putting myself in the shoes of like a viewer watching it, like, man, he's a little soft, in some situations I'm like, yeah, I'll probably in real life, me, I would have handled differently, but that's just me. But yeah, there was some just that dynamic with him and his wife, and especially the last episode with the phone situation. He expressed some concerns and just gave in at the end, just like, oh, I'm sorry, you're right, I apologize. And there was a lot of that going on throughout the series. And granted, she's justified in having a lot of emotions based on what she was going through, and she was dealing with a lot. As was Jonathan too. They both lost a child, and he almost lost his wife in a car accident. So he had some, reasons to be emotional as well. But he didn't really communicate a lot of that either.
First, it was a little difficult to tap into Faith's emotions when she was going through her trauma, when she was revisiting her past, because it just touched some personal things there. But once I was able to separate myself from that, then it was just easy peasy after that. I don't know if I would change anything. I feel like I did some justice to Faith's character, especially when she was facing her, her situation with Maverick. But yeah.
It was a little challenging, I would say, towards the ending when she was actually when she actually died. But outside of that, it wasn't too bad. It was it wasn't too bad. It was interesting to play that role. But I was happy to see that Jonathan didn't budge as far as like when she was trying to get him and stuff like that and trying to be with him. I thought that he was gonna budge at some point, but she wasn't able to convince him. So, but outside of that, it wasn't too hard.
I liked it. I actually liked playing the Maverick character. The challenging part for me playing him was just the voice. That was just the most challenging thing for me because, I was playing a couple different characters throughout the series. So it was just hard trying to create unique voices for each of the characters to be distinct enough where it's like, not noticeable really to the listener that, hey, that sounds like so-and-so. So that was the challenge for me because with this Sim show, it's like based on like real people. So I can't make, you can't make like a cartoony sounding voice, like some Bugs Bunny stuff. It's not going to work. So it has to be very realistic sounding. Trying to capture some of that darkness in his voice, and I. So here's the secret. So I try to channel a little bit of like a DMX-ish sort of rough voice sound. So that's what I was kind of going for, and just thinking of his character and Belly, and that's sort of what was the inspiration behind my portrayal of Maverick.
I'm definitely looking forward to the little triangle going on with Sierra, Trey, and Jonathan. Definitely looking forward to that. I want to see how far she's going to go with that. So I'm intrigued. I also want to see, Faith's relationship, how it goes with Dre, right? That's his name, Dre? I get confused, Dre. But I definitely want to see how that goes between them. And I'm also looking forward to the new characters coming into the story. So I'm definitely looking forward to the drama they're going to bring in.
Well, I mean, with that post-credit scene of Trey and Sierra, at this point, I just want to see them two take over the game as a couple. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's the most exciting thing for me. I just want to see how that plays out. So I'm hoping to see in season 2 them two take over. But like I said, coming into this late, I don't have a good grasp of everything, but I'm loving what I see so far. And, shout out to Naya, shout out to the team. I'm excited for season 2, and let's get to it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I guess in season 2, probably a little bit more people involved that come into their lives and shake things up. But outside of that, all I could think of is like them like somebody getting pregnant or some type of children being involved. That's all I could think of.
Well, I mean, how based on how season 1 played out, there's a lot more story to tell. I mean, we're still waiting to see how things play out between Dre, Trey, one of them, and Sierra. You know, I know at the end, you know, she expressed that she's married and whatnot, but there appears to be some chemistry there. We know on his part, but on her part, she may have some intrigue there. So I'll be curious to see how that plays out. Maybe another storyline there. Then obviously that plays into how that will impact her marriage if she does choose to take things there and whatnot. So yeah, that. And then the other love story that's in there too, between Trey and
Faith.
Faith, yes. Yeah. So there's room to grow. There's room to grow.
It was such a good story. I love how the characters complement each other. The VAs killed it. Thank you for listening. And if anyone wants to connect, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as Ladie Rhias.
So for right now, you can either find me on Fiverr at fiverr.com/SeanB_VO or Sean Burke Voiceover on IG.
All my social medias are under Pixxelrella, at Pixxelrella. That's it. Nothing complicated, it's just Pixxelrella.
Okay. Email is a good way to connect with me. Or you can go to the platform, but email is, you have access to that.
And yes, email for me as well.